And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire in our, well, in my self-imposed challenge of Fear of Walking, where none of our professional army troops are allowed to not have motorized transport of some kind. But it's been going pretty well. We're actually starting to get going at this point. And some of that is the fact that we started with a tech level 5 start. Round 35, we have 3 decisions. Discovering a special location at 104.45. That's going to be out west. D5. And of course, they automatically start on it, so we can see what it is. It's a trade point. We do probably want that. I don't think there's any way we're getting out there in time. I don't even think those guys are going to run it back quickly enough. Because this comes down to fail. Or just say no. We're going to say no because we're expecting to fail here. And it, from a promise standpoint, it's better to tell them no when you're going to fail than to tell them yes and fail.
Yes, sir.
Okay, these guys can do the attack. Clear out that hex.
Move out.
There we go.
Mission accomplished.
Maybe not enough action points. Yeah, not enough action points for them to move out. But they do have control of the hex. We already have a quest to go grab something out this side, which is the other reason we were kind of not very interested in pursuing that hex.
Yes, sir.
Though the money hex is interesting. Nomads are stolen with traders, we're going to tell them no again, because we don't want enforcement. I remember that having negative consequences when you say no, but apparently we're not getting hit with any consequences there. Got some domesteads coming in, which is nice from a food standpoint. We'll give them some more workers so they can keep working it. Or more population to keep working it. Main zone still having a worker shortage issue? Yeah, apparently we just raised the public drive number faster than the capacity to fill them. That should solve itself over time. That's probably the construction of the truck station and the command at the same time. Okay. And then where's the hex we're going to? 148. So it's about there. So yeah, kind of that vector makes sense. We're gonna have to cross one of the lava rivers, but shouldn't be too bad. We're gonna go out and around the low mountain. It's not gonna make a big difference, but makes a little difference. So we're gonna try to not suffer the little difference. And we are having a petrol problem. I'm running through. Having everything move is apparently making us go through about 100 petrol surplus a turn. So we won't be able to do that for very long. Could do an attract free folk. Yeah, let's go ahead and play the attract free folk.
Copy that.
Another 1,600 free folk are settling in the city. Growing that city population quicker. One would hope lowering the wages, but that's not apparently what's happening. Apparently our private economy is quite rich. Yeah, a little bit of delay in the constructions. 2 turns out and the truck stations will finish, and then we'll have more people available at that point. Prospecting, nothing expected to be found in anything we've already got. Okay, we're losing some of the space up north. I'm, in many ways, actually surprised we haven't lost it sooner, so that's not super surprising. We have 3 decisions on around 26. Nuclear plant isn't too bad. Not what we're looking for. No, I do probably want geotectonics more than the high-tech industry. At least until we find... Do I? No, we'll swap over to high-tech industry on the eco.
Roger that.
Okay, still favoring
Copy that.
discovery there. Not gonna do any aircraft stuff. We will pay the political power to call up economic counselor.
Copy that.
Swap you over to high tech.
Copy
We
that.
finish up high tech. We can build a high tech factory. We only really need 1 high tech factory, probably, for the longest of times, but 1 is more than 0. Okay, we'll try to pull these guys back into the green. Yeah, I don't like the fact that what I'm seeing with the fuel situation, but it's not much I can do to try solving that. Suppose we can put in a recycling facility here. Give you some workers so you don't have to hire the 2,000 workers. Recycling facility will add a little bit more petrol income, is the logic with that. Still got a worker shortage here. That might fix itself next turn, where the construction workers from this are freed up. It's 3,500 construction workers. It's not a trivial amount of construction workers. Oh, and in fact, the number of public jobs expected for the next turn is now lower than the number we have. So maybe that is an argument for expanding construction. And if we're expanding construction for fuel, it is a recycling facility, so we'll upgrade this recycling facility. Actually, how much does that upgrade cost, worker-wise? Okay, the worker upgrade it's only 800. It's not a lot. So we'll go ahead and put another one in as well.
Yes,
Here.
sir.
That may help a little bit with the petrol. Those build up. Okay. Money's looking fine. Bullets aren't looking super hot, so we'll try to build like 12,000 bullets to up the stockpile.
Roger that.
Okay, move those guys in to serve as a blocking detachment. Well, you had a sort of a delaying picket. This is actually the rising garrison, rising zone militia to this zone, so we're on board of the zone having some. Yeah. Strat cards. Haven't got lucky with any more militia projects. We could poke around a little bit with our archaeology.
Copy that. Copy that.
And we don't have any more flip power. Okay. So let's cycle the turn. We've got our guys driving off in, well, not necessarily off into the sunset, but they're trying to get over to 148, and then I think it's like here. So there and down. Might be a little bit up and down. Depends upon how the planes go. It's harder to build roads through the sandy dunes than it is across the rocky plains. AI is thinking. We don't see anything, but it's also popping through all the majors and unknown regions and stuff, right? So it's not super surprising. Okay, a little bit of the marauders running around, reasonably controlled. Oh, I forgot about him. Oh, we probably got that guy killed. Well, he's probably dead either way. He's got a long way to run, and no food with which to feed himself while he's running. Maybe if I'd been paying super close attention to him, we may have been able to make him at the dash. But I think the answer was no either way. In practice. Okay, I have the construction. We will go ahead and try to get something to come up here road-wise. No, it probably does make sense to come 2 hecks of desert to get the rocky plains, but we're going to be going through the desert anyway, getting you up there. I think that's still good enough. And then we do control this area, so we can go ahead and bridge across the lava river. And we don't really, actually, quad MG we'll go ahead and take. Quad M high speed, yes, combat sir. Armor. And that is 14860. Yeah, so that shouldn't be too hard of a dash. We don't have enough reconnaissance value to know what that is, so we're not going to have the infantry assault it without a proper encirclement. As workers. Maybe don't need them as workers, but we'll dump them as workers. Oh no, probably need them as workers. So there's a little bit delay in the recycling here, but 3 turns for something that normally takes 2 is not too bad. No delay on that recycler. No delay on that recycler. Fixation is done. That's looking good. Are looking at some petrol problems. We'll check in 2 turns to see if the petrol problems are still kicking around. Let's attempt to do some more ecology.
Copy that.
Found another rare one.
Copy that.
Found a common one. We don't have the political power anymore to push anymore. There's the rare one. Okay, that's definitely Easel's spot. Could definitely assign that to the city. And the common one's up there. That's a pretty bad spot for the common one. We'll maybe sometime go for it, but the rare one's probably more likely to get used first. Overall, not too much of a problem. I'm going to go ahead, grab the power bank. Get a little bit more power storage. I think the power issue we're having was some rounding issue on the workers and not actually a power issue, but building the power bank is not going to hurt too much either way. Yeah. Yeah, we'll check in once these are done. We'll turn after these are done and see what the petrol's doing. The petrol's looking better. We may build some buggies to go help with this, or to go help these guys. And to be fair, we're going to have petrol homes the moment these guys get properly supplied. These guys have oh no, these guys have most of their petrol. I should be worried over nothing. Looks like that bipedal cavalry is almost completely destroyed. So if that report on how many of them there were is vaguely correct. Yeah, I think these guys are going to starve, but oh well. That's what they get for doing adventuring, I suppose. If it's vaguely correct, we can probably win this fight.
Move it now! All clear,
Yeah.
sir.
Vaguely correct, so we win the fight. Okay. Well, let's free up some of these guys to do spreading out and do the picket job a little bit better. Oh, Dome's dead. Okay. Trying to figure out what that was. It's a Landing Ruins drone. Or Dome's dead. To be fair, these guys aren't moving very much because of the terrain difficulties. They're not actually using very much fuel. Which, that works for me at the moment. Okay, we got colonists. Probably do still want to put them in here. Probably don't need to put them as workers, but, or as, yeah, as workers. Well, unless I want to... we'll go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and start setting that one up as well. And then colonize in as workers. 500 workers. 600 workers, apparently. 600 workers. Only supposed to be recruiting 500. We have a Hexberg somewhere providing us... Yes. Yes, okay. That tracks. Get the mass out.
Roger that. Yes, sir.
Do some more archaeology.
Copy that. Roger that.
Whoops. That wasn't what I was intending to do. Militancy is not the end of the world, but that wasn't what I was trying to do.
Copy that.
Okay, so the big one right now, until we get more north side of the lake, or well, yeah, more north of the lake is not having any more sites. It will make sense to roll one success in here just to make sure these hexes don't have any. They probably don't, but still worth checking. Anyways, yeah, those are done. We'll see next turn how the petrol looks. The petrol looks good. We'll go ahead and make some motorized, well, make some buggies or motorbike troops. Just give these units a little bit of armor. Well, if it's buggies, there'll be a little bit of armor and support. If it's motorcycles, it's just 6th guy to help encircle. Complete. No real delays. The high command was already delayed. Oh, and we should make some money. Best way to do that. Some rare earth. Ooh, some metal.
Roger that.
And if we're desperate, we can buy petrol, but the petrol is... Don't want to pay 30 credits for it. Do not want to pay 30 credits for it. Round 29, we have 3 decisions. There's the Quad MG Gavatronic Collector. That's a nice power plant. Incident with boldness. We like government, so we're going to go ahead and punch the leader. We can then go ahead and try to raise his opinion somewhere else. Somehow else. We're going to pass here. Obviously, we don't have the political power to take any of the options we want.
Roger that.
It gets cheaper every time we say no until it gets down to a minimum, so we'll say no a couple times and make it cheaper. Leaders. A bonus to... Oh, it's the secretary who's getting cheered out again. Okay, put him back up to 50. Okay, apparently needs more public jobs, so we'll go ahead. Oh no, that's oh yeah, public jobs. Go ahead and give it some more. Apparently it even needs more private jobs too. Go ahead and give it some more workers.
Copy that.
Probably try to get these leveled up to level 3 so the civilian sector can get their full dome levels. So right now I think they're limited to level 1. So if we get them to level 2, that would be good. So we're looking for something that's right about there. And okay, we're definitely petrol positive. So I'm thinking I'm leaning towards some buggies. Which we're set up to do, we can go ahead and raise here. Independent. Okay, I think that's enough for the moment. We don't want to completely deplete the petrol stockpile. I'm fueling up buggies. Oh, before I forget, gravimetric collectors down.
Yes, sir.
Apparently we have 2 of them. So each of the zones gets 1. So we should have no power problems going forward. We have power problems, we got other problems.
Copy that.
It'll probably be storage problems. Okay, so we, for the moment, until we get more ruins, we know the ruins do not have more oil. Or have more artifacts, because we've located all the artifacts.
Roger that.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna splurge and put a railroad in. So rail station. Railhead.
Copy that.
Like, we don't need it for this connection, but in the future we may want it, and it's gonna be real nice because the ability just to throw guys back and forth across that railroad. Nice short one. At some point we might go for like volcanic power, and then we'll put like a city over here to use all the volcanoes. And knowing my luck, at some point we'll pull another cloning facility and just need another cloning facility location. Okay. Could go ahead and sell some more stuff off, and I'm a little tempted to do that. Metal looks like it's holding its price, so we'll sell the metal.
Roger that.
Get another 500 credits that way. Oh, I haven't been checking. Did we get another income tax? No, we haven't. Sales tax, but I think 25% sales tax is fine. Rather have income tax. Income tax is a little bit more likely to piss them off, but it's more reliable income than sales tax, especially if you heavily stack the sales tax. Okay, cycling that turn. We fought, we held, took no losses, that's good. That was even militia. We do have a unit of militia that's starving out there, to be fair. Roaming Thieves event. Yeah, these guys are probably not making it. And we're not sending anyone to go save them, so they're really, really screwed. Do another demands. We'll take the democracy. We'd prefer not to have the democracy, but we'll take the democracy. And we will spend resources to control them. Success. Sadly, not a critical success. Though spending the resources here was the difference between success and failure. So it definitely wasn't a waste to spend those resources. Okay, we took the Hex. It is a research bonus. Cool. Ooh, we can see that there is one of the majors over there. Anyway, we're gonna be pretty minimalist over here. We'll send one buggy over there, and we'll send one buggy down here. And then we'll go ahead and attach these to the appropriate units. So you can get changed over to the first. And you over to the second. As we try to encircle the marauders. We probably don't have enough intel yet on them to open contact. Okay, we got enough workers. Everything completes. And we continue to dump population in the zone, so let's go ahead and give them 600 pop.
Copy that.
No, and honestly, they just about hitting the number of private jobs for the the private workplaces they have. So they probably could use some more to increase their farms. And the rail isn't actually done. The rail head is done, but the rail isn't done. Okay. Could use more bullets.
Roger that.
Something so. Yeah. I was misreading bullets and industrial power. That's fine. The bullets aren't going to hurt. Increase. Oh, let's increase. Oh, there's the income tax. Yes, we do want to roll the income tax. We are guaranteed to have a success on increasing income tax.
Roger
So
that.
we'll take it. There we go. Can we get some spies in on... No, we don't yet have enough recon for that. No, we do know there... So you're the territory. From our existing one, we can tell there's another miner there. Let's
Yes, sir.
get some spies on him.
Yes, sir.
I suspect they're probably at war with the Major, to be fair. They're at war with the Major, then we won't be able to diplomatic them. We're not really equipped to diplomatic them, but that's always the sweet spot if you can get a diplomatics. There we go. Desert League, round 131. 3 decisions. Kept our promise to conquer that place, so we got another promise complete. We did get our BP to level 6, so we completed another demand. So we got 2 demands done. Protocol Android. We'll support the leader's actions for +2 fist.
Roger that.
Also makes the leader happy, which is nice. We neither want enforcement or heart, so we'll take that choice.
Yes, sir.
What is the bonus on Protocol Droid again? Intelligence. So in theory, we want to actually attach you to a researcher. Say the... Well, are we actually going to keep you in this job? Because if we do, then we want to attach it to you. Or are we thinking moving you up to... I think we'll probably move you to Charisma when that comes up. In which case I think we'll go either the military research guy. Would definitely be really good. That gun with 71. Let's bring this cap to... No, we'll do the military guy. Military research guy. Get that 71.
Roger that.
Could do some bureaucratic pushes. Or... no, I think we'll save them to attract free folk.
Copy that.
1,500 more in the capital. Right, not the quickest offensive, but that's kind of the drawback of trying to drive through the desert. Wheels are not the wheels are not designed for desert travel. Okay, we now should have enough to know about policy zones. Yeah, so that looks like a zone that's being attacked. Put that two and two together. Scavengers being attacked here. That's the city. This is the major encircling the city. Be fair, in the case of the major, we will go ahead and try to say hello.
Yes, sir.
Critical success. So we said hello to them. Next turn, we should know what type of culture they are. And then we dump the colonists in here.
Copy that.
Nope, there's still more people, or more private jobs than people. So yeah. Why did you drop cancellation of the job? So what? Oh, because it's yeah, cancellation job. So that makes sense. They had a construction job that finished. That's fair. Done, done, done. Okay. Could build the solar panels if we think we needed more power. I don't think we do. There's an argument for building up the High Command Palace. Yeah, let's build up the High Command Palace. And yeah, we're looking for tech. I think I may have not moved it. We may still be on slow game speed. That would track with how long it's taking to take stuff. But yeah, we got most of the important techs. Sort of started with most of the important techs. The ones we're missing is like high-tech industry and synthetic fuel method. Right now, the only way we can industry fuel up is biofuel, and we're making food, but we're not making a lot of food. Oh, we'd be making enough surplus. Maybe we'll think about that. We'd only be able to operate one level of it, but that might be enough. Before we get too delved in, I think we need to get the heavy going and the ammo going. What do we think of the biofuel? So we got some potential encirclement going down here. This guy's technically encircled, but they're marauders, so they don't actually take any encirclement penalties. So that's what these guys down here are as well. So mainly we're going for the concentric bonus when we're doing encirclements on the marauders. Might be able to get this guy actually encircled. If we keep pushing. Keep the slow push going. Victory overview. We're no longer in 5th. We have moved up to 4th. And that is without conquering anyone, so that's actually the population growth from those cloning pods showing up there. We're cloning our way up the scoreboard here. Cloning up and taking over territory. Let's see if we can keep going with that. I'm going to end the turn. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow, because we're going to record one more part tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to go ahead and as soon as this end turn ends, we're going to put in a part break And I'm going to take a short break to go check on the family. I think one of my relatives was doing the trash. I'll make sure they don't need any help with the trash. And then I'll get back here and get back to recording. Not expecting anything super exciting during this end turn. And yep, nothing super exciting. So we'll be returning with round 32. So until then, wish you all the best of luck and good time. Catch you all in the next part. And bye for now.